welcome to my channel, Andra Makes. Today I am super duper excited to share with you the viewer's choice winner of which pattern you wanted me to make first from my Makenine 2023 challenge. If you see the thumbnail and the title, you already know what won, but I want to let you guys know that only 2 votes separated the winner, which was the 40s dress, from the 50s jacket. It was a showdown, neck and neck, but the 40s pulled through. It did last year also. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, I will link my Makenine 2023 plans video in the description box. I am sewing a pattern from each of the past 9 decades, from the 40s through the 2020s. And I did that in 2022 also for my Makenine. And I will put a link to the playlist in the description box if you missed any of those. I have dedicated videos for each pattern on my channel, and then I also have a wrap-up video that I show each of the makes, just not in as much detail as I do the dedicated videos. So I'll put all that in the description box if you missed it. But like I said, the 40s pulled through this year, and this is actually the winner from last year, what you wanted me to make first. This is a 40s dress, and the link to the video all about this is in the description box also. But I'm so excited to share this with you. I really love the design and style lines of the 40s. I love all the decades, and they each have their own style and strength, I guess. But I guess that's why I love vintage patterns. But anywho, this is Simplicity 9464, and this was actually sent to me by my friend Tamara. So thank you, Tamara. But it is a gorgeous dress, and I made this view. It has so many beautiful details. It has a sweetheart neckline, and then the sleeves are amazing. Not only do they have gathers at the shoulder, but there's also a pleat here, and I will show you that. And it has bust darts and waist darts in the front bodice, and then the back bodice has back waist darts. And then it's a gathered skirt, and there's a belt that ties in the back. It makes a very pretty bow, and then a ruffle along the bottom of the dress. And then the back has buttons down the back bodice. And I'm going to be going over the pattern envelope with you. I'll show you the pattern pieces. I will show you the dress up close on a hanger, insert pictures of me wearing it, and also footage of where I tried it on for you. This dress took forever. So many details, but it was so worth it. And if you saw my 1940s dress that I made last year, I mentioned in that video that anytime I make a pattern that has a lot of details, this is what works for me. Like, for example, the front bodice, it has bust darts and waist darts. So what I would do is I would just cut out the front bodice piece. I would just cut that out, and then I would mark the darts, and I would sew the darts, and then I'd put it to the side. And then I would cut out the back bodice piece, and it has waist darts. You cut out 2 back bodice pieces, and I'll show you that. And I would mark those darts and sew those darts. And then I would just keep doing that with the pattern pieces, because to me it's just less overwhelming to do it like that than to cut out 10 pattern pieces and then have to mark all the darts, sew all the darts, and all that. But that really works for me, and it makes it a more enjoyable sew when you have a lot of details. So maybe try that the next time that you have something that has a lot of details, and let me know if you liked it. But now I'm going to go over the pattern envelope with you. Before I do that, I want to show you the line drawings, and I noticed a mistake on the line drawings when I was getting everything ready to start the video, but they omitted the bust darts on the line drawing. They just have the waist darts showing there. So I thought that was interesting, but it does have bust darts and waist darts. And as I'm talking about the details of the pattern envelope, I'll pop it up right here so you can see it. But it is a size range from 6 to 24, and that covers a finished bust of 35.5 inches to 51 inches. And the fabric suggestions for, I'm going to go over view A, which is what I made. The fabric suggestions are cotton, piqué, and rayon crepe. And then the yardage you need, depending on the size you make and the view you make and the width of your fabric, ranges anywhere from 2 5/8 yard to 3 3/8 yard. I made the size 14 straight, which is what I usually make in Big 4, and for that size view A, it requires 2 5/8 yards of fabric. And the notions you'll need for view A are thread and 4 5/8 buttons. I cannot wait for you all to see my buttons. They were just perfect for this dress. I'm so excited about it. And then if you make view A, the way the pattern is designed, you will need 8 snaps. I did not use those, and I'll show you and tell you why in just a second. And they also suggest using 1 package of bias tape, and that is for the hem of the sleeves. I didn't do that. I didn't find that necessary. I just serged mine and folded it up like I normally do. Nobody's going to be able to see that, but they do suggest that if you'd like to do that technique. And then optional, if you want to stiffen the sleeves, you know that you saw the sleeves had the amazing gather, you can use muslin, taffeta, or organza to do that if you want to. I did it. I didn't think I needed to because I think the sleeves look amazing, but you can do that if you want to. And you'll need a small amount of interfacing for the facing and then the button placket down the back. And then what I was referring to about the snaps, I'm going to show you on the instructions what they wanted you to do. You can see right there, there are 8 snaps that start just a little bit below the underarm seam and then go a little bit past the waistline. I did not do that. I do not enjoy that. I don't think it's comfortable. I think it's very impractical. So I omitted that. And the way I did that is basically where the snaps would start and end, I just used a smaller seam allowance in that area. And since the skirt is gathered, I got away with it. Although I will say, I don't have a lot of definition between my waist and hips. I am pretty much straight up and down. I'm not an hourglass. I don't have a big difference. So I was able to get away with that by not including the snaps. So you know your body type if you can do that, but I am able to shimmy it up over my hips and get it on without having the snaps, and then using the wider seam allowance helped also. So keep that in mind if you decide to make it and you know your body shape and all that, but I omitted the snaps. And a couple other changes I made. The pattern does not have pockets. You know me, I gotta have my pockets, so I added pockets to mine. And also, when I show you the tie belt pattern piece, you only cut 2, but I cut 3 because I cut 2 to begin with and made the belt as is, but when I tried it on, it was just too short, especially with the bow and everything. It just looked odd. So I unpicked just the center part, and then I added an entire other piece of the belt. So I used 3 pieces for the belt. So now I'm going to show you the pattern pieces. This is the bodice front, and you'll cut 1 of these on the fold. And I hope you can see there the bust darts and waist darts. This is the back bodice piece, and you'll cut 2 of these. This is the front facing piece, and you'll cut 1 of these on the fold. This is for that pretty sweetheart neckline. This is the back facing piece, and you'll cut 2 of these. It has a very pretty squared off back neckline. This is the sleeve piece, and you'll cut 2 of these, mirror image. This is the skirt front piece, and you'll cut 1 of these on the fold. This is the skirt back piece, and you'll cut 1 of these on the fold. This is the skirt ruffle piece, and you'll cut 3 of these on the fold. And then here's the tie belt piece, and they ask you to cut 2 of these, but I ended up cutting 3. And then if you do use the snaps, there is a pattern piece for that. It's like an extension piece that you'll need. And I want to show you the packaging for my buttons. They are vintage buttons. I got them in one of my thrift store extravaganzas, and I will link my thrift store haul playlist in the description box. But here is the packaging. It's supreme quality, and they're made in Western Germany. There were 4 buttons. Wait until you see them. They are gorgeous. and they were 25 cents. I wish there was a year on here somewhere, but here's the packaging. And they were made to go with this dress. Wait till you see them. Not only the color and the style, but the dress called for 4 buttons, and there were 4 buttons on this. So it was meant to be. And I forgot to say earlier, if you have any questions about the pattern that I didn't go over, leave them in the comments and I'll answer as best I can. And now here is my, oh, I forgot to tell you, the fabric I used is a vintage sheet that I got from a thrift store, and I think it was made for this dress also. So now I'm going to show you my dress. Here it is. I love it so much. This is a vintage sheath. The reason I know it's vintage is it's made in the USA, and this is a cotton poly blend, which is amazing to work with, and it doesn't wrinkle hardly at all. And I used the tag that was on the sheet and put it on my dress. I don't know if this is a brand, and I actually meant to Google this and see if it is, but I forgot, but I'm going to do that. And then on the back, it says 50% polyester, 50% combed cotton. This feels amazing. And here are the sleeves. Wait till you see this on. They are just gorgeous. Has this gather that makes it really poofy, and then this pleat right there that is just amazing. And then the sweetheart neckline. Okay, you ready? Well, let me show you the rest and I'll show you my buttons. And then here is the gathered skirt. I have the belt here. I didn't put it on it because I wanted you to be able to see the details, but I am wearing it when I try it on for you. And then there are the pockets I added. And then the ruffle at the bottom. Okay, are you ready for my buttons? Look at this. You're getting close so you can see. And you may still be able to see my marks where I marked the buttonholes. Just look over that. I haven't removed those yet, but aren't those gorgeous and made for this dress? And there are 4 of those, and there's the square back neckline. So now I'm going to insert pictures of me wearing it and also footage of me trying it on for you. It is on. I'll show you up close the bodice and everything, and then I'll get back on the step so you can see the entire thing. But here is that gorgeous sweetheart neckline and the sleeves that are everything, I think, with the gathering and the pleat. I just think they are absolutely gorgeous. And then I'll turn around. Now I'll get up on the steps so you can see the entire thing. Here it is. Here are the pockets. Gotta have my pockets. And now here's the back. And I just love this so much. It took forever, but it was worth it. Thanks to everyone who voted. Let me know what you think about my 1940s dress. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.